Well, I guess we should get to some beer news. I got some beer news.
I got some beer news too, baby.
People email us stuff all the time wanting us to share their news articles, and I do it about a quarter of the time. So I figured I'd be nice and tell you some of the things that they told me, and then other people can learn about it. And we'll have the articles on craftbeerreview.com and in the show notes. So the first one is, I don't know if you know this, but every 2 years, they do the World Beer Cup.
Oh, I heard that was coming. 2022 World Beer Cup.
Registration opens October 26th. Like I said, we'll have the link in our bio. And then the winners will be announced May 5th, 2022.
Is this the most prestigious competition there is for beer?
I thought the Great American Beer Festival was, but this is the World Beer Cup. So, yeah, I guess this is like the Olympics of beer. We got to figure out if they can let us go as like press. They'll just fly.
Oh man, can you imagine? That'd be amazing. Now that we can go places again.
Yeah. So we'll probably be in lockdown by May 5th.
Right. But like, you guys can't go. They canceled the trip.
Yeah, there's a whole breakdown of everything that's needed, and like I said, I'll post that on the website and in the show notes. And then the last thing I have is Flying Dog. That's a local brewery. They're out of Frederick, Maryland.
Yeah.
But no, I think you can get it. I don't know how many states they're distributing.
We have it.
But we'll look it up. Yeah, you have it up there. They've got a beer coming out called Triple Dog. It's going to be in 4 packs of 12 ounce cans. And it is a very, very high ABV beer. Right now, their first batch is at 18.6%.
What does Mad Elf clock in at?
Yeah, and it should come with like a disclaimer, like alcohol causes birth defects, all that. And then this beer may cause you to be divorced, lose friends, embarrass yourself, and get fired.
It must taste like pure, like fermented liquor.
Well, every can is going to have a QR code on it, so you can scan it to see what the actual ABV is. I guess that's their gimmick.
What, like real-time ABV? Does it change on you? It's 17 right now.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, so like it says it's the perfect beer to drink around the campfire.
Oh, man.
I thought maybe it's like the perfect beer to pour on some logs to help get the campfire going.
The fire.
Maybe that's it.
Or to drink and then fall in the fire.
Yeah.
Because you're hammered.
Yeah. So
Did you ever have like a Mad Elf? Those are like 12, I think.
Yeah, I think the production of that's getting ready to come out. I saw an article. I'll have to find that where they're rebranding it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you can't say Mad Elf anymore.
I'm a 6 to 7 guy. If I had to choose.
I feel like 8% to me. I'll do that.
That's the top.
I'm only doing 1. Maybe if I do 2, watch out.
Yeah, the next day, watch out. Ugh.
So what do you got? That's all I got. Keep it short and simple. That story about chasing kids with eggs took up about half of our show.
It was great, though. It was great. I wish you would have got them. I thought one time, if I ever caught the kids, one time I threw snowballs at cars, right? And the next day, I was like, that was really stupid. And I thought if I ever caught kids doing that, I'd be like, you guys know that's just super. Like, if I caught them, I would just give them a talking to.
Yeah, this is
super dangerous. You can't. They'd be like, "Who is this D-bag?" But anyway,
then they would hit you with a snowball.
Yeah. As I'm talking, so you shouldn't. Drips down my face. I cry in front of kids. All right.
I cry in front of my kids all the time.
All right. Here, I have some. I have to share my screen. Give me a moment.
Oh, I love screen shares.
I'm out of practice, man.
That's all right.
All right. This man, Elon Musk. You see Elon there?
Oh, Elon. There's a blue line across the bottom. Is that supposed to be there?
Blue line? I don't think that'll be on my screen.
It's Elon Musk, like waist high. There's a blue line.
Nope, I don't see that. I think we'll be fine.
Oh, it's gone. There, it's gone.
But Elon Musk evidently at some sort of press conference announced that his new place, their headquarters was going to be top of the line. They were going to have all this stuff. And he said, and we're going to have our own beer. And so people were speculating, like, is Tesla getting into the beer brewing business? But a company that wasn't Tesla, but seems linked, trademarked Giga Beer. And it's this company, Starbase Brewing, out of Texas. And if you read their website, it's very interesting. They're the official brewery of Mars. You see that?
Huh.
I don't know what the process is to become the official brewery of Mars, but basically in their statement here, they say they want to be the first brewery on another planet.
Well, they say, shoot for the stars, and if you miss, you'll still be up in the clouds or something.
Shoot for yeah, exactly. But like, okay, so you're on Mars, right? You're the first brewery on Mars. What ingredients do you use? I guess you grow it all indoors, like the Martian.
Are we slowly becoming Star Wars? Like, is it gonna be like on what's that, on Tatooine, with the little guys playing the instruments? That's what I picture. Like you walk in, you've got all kinds of aliens. We gotta edit that in here, that scene.
The cantina, Mos Eisley, right? Is that it?
Here's a look at their bar in Mars.
I think the band leader's like Cy Snoodle or something. That'll be a piece of trivia. So anyway, there you go. So Tesla's going to be making beer. Next story, I found something on vinepair.com, the most popular beer in every state. Okay. Now I have a list here because it's so small, but they say they can.
Is this real, or is it like the one that, like that fake map that's going around for Pornhub, where they talk about like the most
searched?
Yeah, and the one thing is like what's his name? Kevin James. Tennessee is like Kevin James.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I searched Kevin James. Now, a lot of these beers are hard to read, but if you go over to Maryland, we got Double Duck Pin. Do you drink Double Duck Pin?
I have had Double Duck Pin, but that's the one that wins out for the
right. They say they consulted Beer Advocate for their top-rated beers.
Yeah.
So
weird. They didn't reach out to Craft Beer Review about that.
Yeah, nobody did. Well, they said they left you a message and you were too drunk to return it.
Well, I had those 18.6% ABV triple dogs.
Yeah, so Pennsylvania's Roar GRRZ. I've never heard of it. I don't know what this is, but this is all really an elaborate excuse to talk about bowling. Double Duck Pin. Have you ever been duck pin bowling?
I have. There's actually a duck pin lane, I think. No, it's actually a real bowling alley, but they'll do duck pin.
Yeah, I went right there in Timonium. I went duck pin bowling. And for those of you who don't know, duck pin bowling has small pins here. This is from 1992, a televised duck pin bowling event. Notice the small ball.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. They slide as it, boom. It's much harder. But I also found out something. There's also candle pin bowling, which we'll see after this. But let's see if my man here picks up his there.
What do you think that guy's name is? Like Greg or something?
It's Kenny.
Well, he looks like a Kenny. Man, look at that form.
Now watch his competitor slide in if this is the one. Oh, it's in the next one. All right, so this is going to be candle pin. So candle pin also is a small ball, but the pins look like that.
Huh.
And I've noticed you just leave the pins sloppily there after you throw.
Okay.
For your next throw, they're still there.
There is a labor shortage. So
look, you didn't pick it up, but guess what? Labor short. 3 throws. Candle pin bowling. How about it?
Man, you learn something new every day.
I had no idea. I knew there was duck pin. I'm sure a lot of people out there didn't even know there was duck pin.
Yeah, there's an old bowling alley on Eastern Avenue in Baltimore. It's pretty cool.
Yes, duck pin. I know.
If you haven't been, it's definitely worth checking out. We went there for my buddy's birthday one time.
Yeah, it seems like it'll be easy with that little ball, but it's harder.
I think it's called Patterson Bowling Alley.
All right, and I know the holidays are coming up. I wanted to talk about one more thing before we get to other news.
Okay.
Have you heard about beer advent calendars? I had never heard of this.
Yes, I've seen this before. Oh, look, they even have a Maryland brewed beer by Loose Cannon right there.
Right? Yeah, I did not know about this. A beer advent calendar. That's pretty cool. They also have wine advent calendars.
Nothing says I'm an alcoholic like a beer calendar.
Yeah, what happens when your wife comes home and every month is open and you're just like, you've wrecked the whole house. You ripped the tree down.
You stopped on Christmas Eve. I didn't look, I'm not a monster. I didn't drink Christmas Eve's beer. And if you look at this, one, they've opened the wrong days. Like, if you're gonna, like, why not show that this guy had already been drinking? He went right to 4.
Yeah, let's open 4 and whatever 10.
Supposed to go in order, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. They weren't thinking when they did that, but I thought that was pretty neat. A beer advent calendar.
What does that cost you?
They're like $69, some of them.
Mhm.
That's how I buy my beer. It's cheaper. I just buy advent calendars.
Yeah, I've got a whole stack of them.